Alright guys, so here we are inside my WordPress dashboard for my domain nickfoygolf.com. So this is a fresh WordPress install. I had to delete my database and start a new database, and that caused me to have to freshly install a brand new WordPress. So I lost all my pages, all my blog posts, my theme, everything. But it works out because, I get to rebuild a new website from scratch, which I enjoy doing. And I've got some different ways that I would like to do it this time around. So I'm also going to make some videos for you along the way so that this could be an educational experience for everybody. So again, today we're covering some different key things that you should do right when you first install WordPress. So this is you just installed WordPress. So here we go. What you got to do here is go down to settings, and we're going to go into permalinks. So if we open up the permalinks page here, by default, it's going to be set here to the day and name, where it's going to look like this. This is what your URLs are going to look like anytime you publish a page or a blog post. I prefer the post name, so I'm going to set it as post name, so it says nickfoygolf.com / whatever the title of my post is. You can also look at these other options and decide if you want them, but I prefer post name. So change your permalink settings here. And then once that's updated, you just come down here and click on the Save Changes. Step 2, you need to go into your profile. So go under Users to your profile. You're going to notice up here in the right-hand corner, it says Howdy Nick Foy Golf. It's got my little avatar. So you can customize your name by giving yourself a nickname. Instead, it's going to show your email address. So when we come in here to our profile, we can give our first name, last name. We could type in a nickname, and then you choose how you want to display your name. So I chose to display it as Nick Foy Golf, which is what it's like up in that corner there. Then make sure your email is correct. You could put in your website if you want, and then you could put in a biography about yourself as well. Then as we scroll down here, you can add in a profile picture. If you ever need to generate a new WordPress password, you just click on Generate Password. It's recommended that maybe once every 6 months or once a year, you come in here, generate a brand new password, copy it, save it onto your computer somewhere. That way, people can't hack your WordPress website if you're automatically updating your login information every so often. Just kind of, helps add some extra security. If you notice anybody, is logged in somewhere they shouldn't be, you can log everyone else out by clicking this button here. So that again will help, protect your website. So those are a few other things to note. Then just click this update profile button there, and it'll refresh the page. All right, so after doing permalinks and going under users and updating your profile, we can go back under the settings tab here, and we're going to go under general settings next. All right, so under general settings here, just make sure that you give your website a title, give it a tagline. So this says just another WordPress site. So I might, type something like sharing the latest golf tips to improve your game. So just something like that, tagline, site title. Make sure these URLs are actually set to the domain name that you've purchased and you're using. Sometimes it can say box.temporary. Some numbers. That's when you're using like a temporary domain when you first install WordPress. So just make sure you've updated this and it actually says your domain name. Then you've got your email address that should be entered here. I've deleted mine out for privacy purposes, but it was there a minute ago. And then you can check everything else is the same here. Go ahead and just click Save Changes and you're good to go. All right, one more step to do in WordPress here. Go under your All Posts, open it in a new tab if you want, or you can just click on it. Same with Pages, go under Pages to All Pages. So we're going to open up both of these. Now, by default, WordPress is going to come with some drafts. So I've already manually started adding in blog articles that I'm going to publish to this website that I had previously published before everything got reset. So I've been working on that ahead of time. But down here, you're going to see this Hello World. So it was published 46 minutes ago when I just installed WordPress. So you're going to want to go ahead and trash that. It's just a sample blog article. Same with Pages. They give a sample page right here called sample page. Go ahead and click on that trash icon. And then you can go into your trash file right here and click on delete permanently. So we're going to do that for both of these. Go under trash, click delete permanently, and that will eliminate those unnecessary sample pages. And now you can begin adding your actual blog articles. You can add actual pages. So for example, I've got my home page, and then I'm going to have my start here page and an email opt-in page where they could download 10 golf drills. So you always want to have a couple, key pages that you're going to have up in your menu bar on your website. And then you want to start publishing, 5, 6, 7, 8 blog articles to your blog before you launch your website. So I've got about 8 of them here that I'm about to hit the publish button on to get these all published out to my blog today. And then from there, I'll probably publish 2 to 3 times a week moving forward. So then set your blog schedule of how frequently you're going to publish. So once you create pages, you create your blog articles, you can go in here and upload media. If we want to adjust the media settings, we can come down here to settings to media. So by default, you can import images to specific sizes. If you want a small, medium, large, full size, you can change the settings there. If you want to update your comment settings, you can go under discussions. That's going to help control comment spam if people are commenting on your pages and on your blog articles. And then lastly, we need to go here under the reading tab in settings. And when you're ready, you can choose what your home page displays. So right now it's going to display your latest blog articles. But once you've built a custom home page that you want to show up as your home page, then you come here to a static page. You click on this option, you set your home page, and you'll find a drop-down menu here. So I don't have my home page yet. I'm about to build it, but when I do create it, I would select, that page here. And then my post page, I would create a page called blog, and I would select that here. So all I'd have to do is go here to the plus sign, go to add new page. In fact, we'll do it twice so that I can show you how to create that home page and that blog page. So we'll click blog. So all I got to do then is hit publish, and we'll click publish. All right, so now that that's done, let's go back here and customize the URL so that it just says home. Then we'll make sure this says nickfoygolf.com/blog. Click publish. That's going to update. All right, so those 2 pages are created. So again, all we have to do is come back here, refresh the reading settings page, click static, select home page, and then post page, we will click on blog. So that's good. You can choose these settings. I'm going to leave them as is. Make sure this is unchecked. You want your website to be found by Google. Click save changes, and you're good to go. So that's everything in WordPress. One more step I want to show you over here is the GT metrics speed test, and there's another speed tool called Pingdom. So when you first start your website, it's fun to come here and type it in to see how fast it loads at the beginning. You're going to compare to this over time. So right now, my website has no content on it. It's a brand new website. Therefore, my page loads in 385 milliseconds. So that is less than 1 second. And I got an A for page score, A for YSlow score. So all these metrics are really good. Everything's green, everything's nice and dandy. My website loads super fast. If somebody was to go to my website right now, it would load in less than a second. That's because there's no content. So this is how things should go when you first start with a brand new website. We could confirm it by running a second test using the Pingdom tool. So when I come down here, it shows 300 milliseconds. That's very similar to the 385. And we got a page score automatically of a B, an 83. So, it's not 100, but that's kind of funny because it's a brand new website. There's nothing wrong with it. So it should be higher than that. I think it's just that there's this little suggestion right here that's maybe bringing it down. But either way, you're going to see page size is 0 bytes right now. So for comparison, I've got another website, golfpracticeguides.com, that's got a big home page with lots of stuff on it. That page is 4.46 megabytes, whereas this page is empty. It's got 0, so it loads super fast. This page, 4.46 megabytes of files. It takes 11.5 seconds to load. It does have an A for page speed score because I've tried optimizing my home page as best as it's going to get. And then the YSlow score is a D, so we could go under the YSlow tab and see some different things we could make fixes to try to improve that score. But overall, this is just to kind of show you a comparison over time as you build your home page, as you add files, media, things to your pages. It's going to slow down your website. So keep that in mind. Right now, your website is super fast when you first start it. So be cautious as you're building out your website that you're optimizing images, optimizing plugins, things like that to make sure your website stays fast. Because if you just randomly start making adjustments to your website, and you're not careful, you can, bog it down and make it slow, and then that's, going to make it hard for users to enjoy being on your website checking things out. So keep that in mind. Run this test at the beginning. As you're going along the way, keep checking back and forth, running these tests to see how your speed and your page sizes are changing over time, and that'll help you optimize your website to make sure it's loading fast for your users. So that wraps up this video where I share several tips of what you should do when you first install your WordPress. Several tips to get you started in the settings tab. And then we've got the users tab here, updating your profile information, and then deleting out unnecessary posts and pages that come default with the WordPress install. And then lastly, we talked about the importance of monitoring your website speed from the get-go. That way you can optimize your website as you go, and later on you don't have to do like I did, where I had to go in and completely optimize everything later on. If you do it while you're building your website, it's going to make things much smoother. So thanks so much for watching today's video. If you go here on my channel, we've got playlists here. You click that open and there's all kinds of playlists to help you with your website, as well as online business, social media, marketing. So check out these different playlists, and I'll see you guys in the next video that we upload. We're uploading multiple videos every week. Right now we're on a pace where we're doing them daily. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload. Take care.